Welcome back to another episode of Easy-Peasy Labeling with me, Melissa. Today I am with the LW-PX900 and I'm going to show you how to add basic serialization to your labels. Now before we dive into serializing our label, I want you to know that you can add serialization to a very detailed label or a basic simple label like we're going to do today. Either way, the steps are the same. Okay, so for this label, what I need it to be port 01, and then it's going to start sequencing up from there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in the first bit of information, the port. That's not changing. Okay, so I got that typed in. Now I can go ahead and turn on the sequence or serialize button, and that's this button right here. You'll see it says 1, 2, 3 in both white and blue. Now the white is for the basic serialization that we're going to do today. The blue, as we know, is accessed using the blue shift key, and that's going to be for advanced serialization. We'll talk about that in another video. Today we're just going to stick with the basics. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that serialize button. And you'll see on your screen it says Serialized Text, and it has your cursor inside of these little brackets. So all I have to do is enter in my starting number. So for this one, it's 01. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 01, easy, and now I can hit return. Okay, now you'll see it's asking me for the repetition. So that is how many times do I want it to repeat that same number before going on to the next. 01, 01, 02, 02, etc. For this one I only need 1, but that's what the repetition is. So you select it accordingly and then hit return. Okay, now you can see it's brought me back to my label, and it has the 01 on there with little dots behind it. That's just telling me that there's something applied to this. So if I save it and recall it, or maybe I share this printer and somebody else is using it, they'll know that there is something applied to that. Okay, so if I needed to add anything else, I could, but I'm ready to print. So all I have to do to print multiple copies of this is to push the shift and the print key. Okay, so we're going to do shift, print, and then we go to print copies. So if it's not on that, just use your up-down arrows to go to print copies and hit return. Okay, and now you're going to enter in how many copies or how many labels you want. Okay, so for this, I wanted it to go from 01 to 10, so I'm going to go ahead and put in 10. Okay, great. So when I'm ready, I hit return. It says start printing, and I'm going to hit return again. Now, you'll notice that I'm using ShrinkTube for this application, and I have the half cut turned on. And I love that feature, one, for serializing because it's going to keep everything in order. But also with ShrinkTube, it's going to cut them separate from each other, but they're going to remain connected by the back of the ShrinkTube. And they're still in order, and it's really easy for me to just take them and peel them apart and apply them. Easy peasy! That's how you serialize using the LW-PX900. If you have questions on this printer or any others in the series, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to chat with you. Thanks again.